Welcome back, Bomber Crew. One of our brave Spitfire pilots had a run-in over the channel and had to ditch in the drink. Locate the poor fellow and drop survival gear to keep him safe and sound until he's picked up. Welcome back, everybody, to Bomber Crew. We're doing a search and rescue mission today. Of the two missions offered, we have a simple mission and we have a checkpoint mission, but as I explained in the last episode, we're going to focus on leading the airplane up to this checkpoint mission because I think it's going to be very hard. The crew remains the same, and the aircraft has gotten a few upgrades, which we'll talk about in the flight over. And if you feel like supporting this brave bomber crew, feel free to give the video a like to show the enemy that we will not fail in our task. And if you'd like to join the bomber crew, there's still one slot available and infinite slots left on the waiting list should the worst happen. So feel free to comment down below that you would like to join the bomber crew. So without further ado, let's begin this mission. So welcome back, everybody. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm sorry. It would appear as though the oxygen system has decided to break before we even took off. Thankfully, I'm going to send Tiny Lord Commander, our ship's engineer, over to repair it. So, while we wait for Tiny Lord to fix the oxygen system, I have a message. Supplies must be dropped from low altitude. The container has a parachute. It will drift if dropped too high. Certainly that is no problem because I never like to fly high altitude anyway. So now that Tiny Lord has fixed the oxygen system, I think we are about ready to actually take off. On the good ship Democracy, at the end of last mission, I had done some, before the beginning of the previous mission, I did some upgrades to the aircraft. Aren't entirely visible from the outside, although you can see I've introduced a nice new logo on the front of the airplane. But I completed the upgrades of putting armor across the whole fuselage. And that's an interesting question. What is a good upgrade path in this game? I'm not really sure, because there's quite a lot to juggle. On the one hand, you have the airplane itself with its armor ratings, its guns, its systems on board, which all contribute to the safe return of the crew and carrying out its mission. On the flip side, you also have the crew themselves, which you can see on the left-hand side, have different gear that they're equipped with, and a lot of that gear helps contribute to their armor rating, which I believe, anyway, helps them survive the attacks, like from our enemy Ace Felix. So right now, so far, I have been prioritizing upgrading the crew armor, giving them flak jackets, flak helmets, anything that can help them survive being shot at and survive possibly ditching. But on the aircraft side, I do recognize that keeping up with armored fuselage, keeping up with guns is a good thing to do, because I know that if we can't shoot at the enemies, then we're not going to be able to last very long in a fight. So I certainly would be interested to know what people who have played Bomber Crew think. What sort of upgrade path did you prioritize? So as we come in to drop supplies on our stranded Spitfire pilot, we have enemies on radar, which I will target immediately. Hopefully not losing sight of the stranded pilot down here. I think we'll do that just in the nick of time. And now we have to clear the area of enemies. So I will... Actually, I forgot to radio for recon, because there could be some good photo recon opportunities, which will earn us some extra points and some extra research. We have more enemies above us. Oh, the other upgrade. So I have done some upgrades. So yes, like I said, I outfitted the... We're going to move Ross back up here. I outfitted the airplane fully with armored fuselage. We do have an optional Photo recon. It is back this way. I guess we'll turn around. Hopefully we'll pick it up again, because unfortunately our navigator doesn't have the ability to plot a course yet. They'll learn that skill later. I can, I think, close the doors. I think that makes the airplane less draggy. So yeah, I upgraded fuselage armor. I've also added in another equipment slot so that we now have 2 whole parachutes on board, if you can believe it. But considering after... Oh, here we go. It's happening. Yeah, let me just make sure that you get ammo. Considering after last mission we had... Oh no. Okay, we're going to put one fire out. We're going to go to a high altitude and hopefully pull off this emergency dive maneuver again. So I installed the fire extinguisher, which you just saw me use. And it helped put out one of the engine fires, so we still have an engine running. But this other engine, if we can get to, I hope anyway, at least maybe mid-altitude, with enough time, I can dive. We'll finish this photo opportunity in a second. I'm gonna dive. And hopefully that will put out the fire if I do this. I'll do it before we reach mid-altitude. We're gonna see. Will it put out this fire? It may have. I think it may have. Switch our altitude back to low altitude. Turn around to take this photo. But I think we have saved the engine. I thought I saw enemies over here. Here they are. And we have to move Ross down to the photography position again. Take a quick photo. Move Ross back up. And I think we can just head home. Tyler Commander can boost. Pancake. Oh, Pancake and Kilo Charlie's focus ability is still on cooldown, but they're doing a good job keeping those enemies away. We'll recharge their focus to make sure that they have the focus when the enemy returns. That's represented by the purple surrounding both of them. Didn't quite last for them to take their shots, but they're doing a great job. Look at that. No worries at all. Oh boy. All of our crew seems to be in good health. The engines are, well, still running. And I think so long as we can get back across the channel... Oh no, we have an electrical system short. We'll send Tiny Lord over to fix that as well. Anyone can fix things on the airplane. It doesn't have to be the engineer, but you know, we could have sent Pancake, we could have sent Kilo Charlie. But good job. We had Cadzilla, radio for recon. Everybody contributed to keeping the airplane afloat. The airplane looks to be in good shape, so it survived that attack. And so after this mission, the plan is to do the first Secret Weapons mission, which is a DLC of Bomber Crew. Secret Weapons missions, and when you succeed in them, they unlock, well, if you could guess it, secret weapons. And those secret weapons will... Oh my god, the electrical system is breaking... No, it's oxygen and electrical. Alright, you know what? Before anything else breaks, I'm going to lower the landing gear. We don't need these things anymore. The electrical system powers the radar. The oxygen system powers the oxygen throughout the airplane. The hydraulics power the landing gear. Yeah, there we go. There goes the electrical. There goes the oxygen. But the hydraulics power the landing gear, and the hydraulics also power the gun turrets. Allow them to move. And thankfully, the hydraulics haven't gone out. And luckily, we have the landing gear down. So next mission will be a secret weapons mission. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to continue following the good ship Democracy, bringing liberty to the enemy. And don't forget to check out the other Bomber Crew missions that are up on screen right now, as well as Man Cave Chris's hardcore Valheim playthrough. And I'm going to buy some upgrades, and I'll see you next time. Bye!